Hey, Christ the King, good to be with you. Pray that you are ready to celebrate the birth of the Savior. Our Christmas services coming up on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are 6:30 p.m. for Christmas Eve. There is no morning service, just a reminder, no Sunday morning service on Christmas Eve day, the 24th. Only a candlelight service at 6:30 p.m. for our celebration of Christmas Eve. That service is going to focus on the theme that we're using during our Christmas season called Good News of Great Joy. And we're going to see that evening as we celebrate this candlelight service, a Savior has been born. As we walk through readings, looking how God planned it for His Son to come, He brings His Son, and in words that are spoken and sung, we celebrate that God brings His Son into the world. A Savior has been born. On Christmas Day at 10 a.m., we're going to be having on Monday, Christmas Day, a service that again focuses on that good news of great joy that God became man. And when we look at that miracle, not just the virgin birth, but Emmanuel has come, God is with us, God has taken on flesh and blood for us, we marvel at that miracle that's taken place on our behalf. So that's 10 a.m. on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day morning on Monday at the 25th, and there's also communion that Sunday. This past week in our services on December 17th, we had our 3rd through 8th grade present their Christmas lessons and Christmas message in word and song, and we're so thankful that we were able to have so many in attendance this past week and take a listen to some of the presentation that took place on that day. This past Sunday evening, we also had our Women's Advent by Candlelight, and at that event, we saw about 70 women got together for this event. Many invited friends and family to come along that were not members at Christ the King, and it was a nice meditative, devotional time and fellowship time as the ladies got together, and you can see a little bit of this taking place on that night too. Again, we're so thankful so many were able to get together for that special night at our Women's Advent by Candlelight. For Growing the Word, just a reminder that this coming Sunday and the following, we will not be having our Sunday morning Bible study, but we'll resume it on January 7th at 8:45 to 9:30 as we study a new series called How We Got the Bible. How did God preserve His Word for us and bring it to us? And so it'll be a fascinating study, I think, of looking how we have that Word for us today. A little bit of the history of it as well. Hope you can join us for that. For giving love and service, we're thankful for opportunities we have for calling teachers and having teachers serve here. Some call updates. Mr. and Mrs. Mance have decided to return the calls that they had to Wisconsin. They are staying here with us at Christ the King, so we're thankful for that. Miss Amy Biedenbender, whom we had extended a call to be our 4th grade teacher, has returned that call, and Pastor Clint Rogas also returned the call to be the second pastor. So in January, we'll be having another call meeting for a 4th grade teacher, and then also on January 21st, we have our congregational meeting, which will also serve as a call meeting for calling another man to serve as our second pastor. So put that on your calendars. Also a reminder for giving love and service, we have our Connect group starting up again in February, so therefore in January we need to have a submission for what Connect groups are going to be held in February, March, April, whether it's a study group, a social group, or a service group, and those applications are due on Sunday, January 14th, because on the 21st and 28th of January we'll have our Connect group fair. So January 14th, have an application. Think about how you can have some service group, social group, or study group during those next sessions from February, March, and April. Pray that you have a blessed weekend and look forward to hopefully seeing in worship either on Christmas Eve night or Christmas Day or both. Have a blessed Christmas.